Hi guys, you meet Tanmaya again. Welcome to my channel. We are going to continue with the consonant sound. So let's begin. I am going to do the first pair for today is the f sound and the v sound. Again, the f sound is a voiceless sound or the unvoiced consonant sound. When you say the f, you can feel the puff of air, and when you say the v sound, you can feel the vibration. V. Okay, now let me tell you that you're making use of your upper set of teeth and your lower lip. F, V, upper set of teeth and lower lip. That is how you're supposed to produce the sound. Okay, now let's move on to a few examples that involve the f and the v sound. Okay, giraffe. Okay, 15. Favor, famous, photography. Now, if you look at the word photography, it does not have F. The PH is making the f sound. So, photography. These are a few words that have the f sound. Now, let's move on to a few words that have the v sound. Okay? Vision. A word that is usually crucified or murdered. Environment, that is not how it is pronounced, my dear friends. It's environment. Okay, environment. You make sure the v or the f, wherever it comes in the word, whether it comes in the beginning, in the middle, or towards the end, you have to bite your f sounds and your v sounds. Okay, so when I say in the middle, like the word environment, it comes in the middle, right? And for a word like giraffe, the f sound comes towards the end. For a word like 15, the f comes in the beginning. So there are multiple words which I have taken here. Wherever it comes, you make sure you bite your f and v sounds every time. Okay? Vegetables. Over. This is over. So v comes in the middle again. Okay? Now let me take you all through a few sentences that involve the f and the v sound. I saw 15 giraffes in the zoo. Photography is my favorite pastime. Now, if you look at this, when I was doing the p sound, the word pastime, I'm making sure that I'm using my consonant sound p. I haven't forgotten about the sound just because I'm doing the f and the v sound. That's how I'm going to sound correct and neutral all the time. Rocky is a famous fighter. Moving on to a few sentences with the v sound. Our vision will help us keep the environment clean. We received over 500 overwhelming responses. Vanessa bought some fresh vegetables. So these were a few words that involve the f and the v sound. Let's move on to the next pair. The next pair is the t sound and the d sound. Let me tell you that the t sound, like we spoke about, the voiceless and the voice sounds, right? So the t sound, t. Take your palm and place it in front of your mouth. T. You can feel the puff of air. Remember, for the voiceless sounds, you can feel the puff of air. Now take these two fingers and place them on your throat. For the d sound, when you say d, you can feel the vibration. That is the voice sound. Now, let me tell you all where these sounds are produced in your mouth. Because unless and until you know where the sound is produced, you will not be able to pronounce them correctly. You will end up pronouncing it like t, where your tongue is touching the hard palate, or th, which is the tongue is coming out of your mouth. These are all incorrect sounds. So let me tell you that for the t and the d sound, the sound is produced at the exact same place. Can you see my teeth? Upper and lower set of teeth? Let me tell you, these two teeth, these two, there is a point of intersection right behind those two teeth, right? That is called as the alveolar ridge. So you have to take the tip of your tongue that has to touch the point of intersection of these two teeth right behind here. Okay, so t, t, d. If you're saying t, see where my tongue is going. T, t, I'm rolling it backwards. That's incorrect. The right way is t, t. So it touches the alveolar ridge and falls down. See, t, t. Or even the second sound, which is d, d. Let's go ahead with a few words that will make you understand how the sound is produced. Teacher, tomato or tomato, but not tomato, guys, right? So the right way to pronounce this vegetable is not tomato, but it's tomato, which is a little American, or tomato. Both pronunciations are correct. All right? Terrific. What a terrific performance, right? When you use this word. Then we have tomorrow, tamarind. All these words involve the t sound. If you want me to give a few examples where the t comes in the end, like get or wet, these are the words, right? Let's move on to the next sound, which is the d sound, which is a pair of the same sound, right? The t and the d. We just practiced it, correct? So let us practice a few words that have the d sound. Doctor, divide, daughter, lemonade. So these are a few words. Let me take you all through a few sentences that involve some words that have the t sound and the d sound. Tracy is my class teacher. Now, if I'm not using my sounds correctly, how would I say this same sentence? Tracy is my class teacher. See the difference? Then I would sound typically Indian, or maybe now I'm a Maharashtrian, so my Marathi accent would come out very evidently, and especially people abroad, people who speak well, may not be able to understand what I'm trying to say here, right? Let's move on to the next one. I like using tamarind in my tomato curry. I like using tamarind in my tomato curry. See the difference. Start using your consonants. You will sound polished, correct, and neutral. Most important is that you should sound neutral without any mother tongue influence, which I spoke about the last time. Tina gave a terrific performance, right? These were a few sentences that involve the t sound. Moving on to the d sound. Remember where it's produced. The tongue tip and the alveolar ridge. Alveolar ridge is not a very difficult thing to remember. You can just remember it as the point of intersection behind these two teeth. T, d. Okay, I'm just showing it to you again so that you know where the sound is produced, because only then you will be able to get it correctly. Okay, let's do a few sentences with the d sound. Let the doctor decide the course of the treatment. Here is a glass of fresh lemonade. She is my daughter. Alright, so we just finished practicing the t and the d sound. Let's move on to the next pair, which is the s sound and the z sound. You must have understood the difference, right? Same technique again. For the s sound, place the palm in front of your mouth. You can feel the slight puff of air, and there's a hissing sound. And place these two fingers on your throat. You can feel your vocal cords vibrate. Z sound, right? So the s sound and the z sound, where are they produced in your mouth? When you say the s or the z sound, the sounds are produced exactly at the same place. The only exception is for the z sound, which is a voice sound, you will have the vibration, and for the s sound, it's just the puff of air. So let's talk about where is it produced. This is closed. The tongue tip stays right behind these two teeth. It's a hissing sound. Similarly, z sound. Let's practice some words that involve the s sound and the z sound. Okay? Here they are. Capacity. And let me tell you, it was never pronounced as capacity. It's not in my capacity. It's capacity. Okay? Capacity, city. Okay? December. And not December. I've heard people pronouncing it as December, but it's December. Okay? Electricity. Bicycle. Brakes. So these are a few words that involve the s sound. Let's move on to the z sound. Zucchini. It's an exotic vegetable. Few of you might know it. Most of us now know this vegetable. Present. Cheese. Who doesn't love cheese? Increase. Cousin. Not cousin, cousin. So let's practice a few sentences then. Let's go ahead with the s sound first. There is no electricity in remote areas. December is my favorite month. The brakes on this bicycle are not working. Now, if you notice when I'm speaking, I'm also using my voice modulation, right? Up and down. If I have to say the same sentence in a flat tone, the brakes on this bicycle are not working. Without the consonant sounds, the brakes on this bicycle are not working. The brakes on this bicycle are not working. The brakes on this bicycle are not working. Depends on what you want to convey. If you're asking a question, the brakes on this bicycle are not working? You're questioning. So it depends what you want to convey. You can stress accordingly. Let's move on to the z sound. My cousin loves to eat zucchini. Increase in cheese consumption will make you look fat. I was present in the meeting. Alright, so these were a few sentences that we practiced today. So what do you think about this video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you have any questions, you can always ask them in the comment section. If you've liked this video, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon for more updates. Stay tuned.